We are officially in the beginning stages of eliminating the Department of Education. 2 days ago, Linda McMahon, the Secretary of Education, fired every single person who worked in the special education department at the Department of Education. The Trump administration is saying all we're doing is getting wokeness out of public education, and we're doing that by sending the rights back to the states. Because all of a sudden, states' rights matter again. Here's what's really funny, though. One of the main things the Department of Education does is allocate the funds for public schools in America. They do the heavy lifting so Congress doesn't have to. Because we're talking 50 states, Puerto Rico, Guam. That's like nearly 100,000 public schools across America that need to be funded. Now, considering that we're in the middle of yet another government shutdown, I don't think Congress is very good at doing the budget. So having someone being like, don't worry, I got you. Here's the allocated funds. There you go. Now, there are a lot of people out there saying the Department of Education is a waste of money. Look at how bad our public education system is. I am here to tell you, factually, it was way worse before the Department of Education became its own department. There was education exclusion, racial exclusion, gender exclusion. Schools were even more poorly funded, believe it or not. There was an inconsistent curriculum across all 50 states. Now, most curriculum decisions are left up to the state and local school boards. Bet you didn't know that, but it is. But there is a federal standard for our public education. The standard has absolutely nothing to do with wokeness, by the way. It's literally, you got to know your ABCs in order to pass kindergarten in all 50 states, Guam and Puerto Rico. Very basic, standardized education system. We saw a higher high school dropout rate before the Department of Education. Just an overall lower achievement. So here's my thought. Instead of eliminating the Department of Education, how about you start by firing Linda McMahon, who knows absolutely nothing about our public school system? How about you talk to teachers and principals and superintendents across this country? How about you investigate what's going wrong in our education system in America, and you fix it by working hand in hand with the Department of Education? But instead, we're going to go backwards to a system that we factually know is worse than the system we currently have. By the way, you can totally Google everything that I've said about how bad it was pre-Department of Education. It's all right there in black and white. Oh, and by the way, the president alone cannot eliminate a department. He can implode it, he can fire people, but he can't eliminate it completely. He needs Congress to do that. And even though he has control of Congress, he doesn't have the votes. The reason he doesn't have the votes is because this is not a popular thing to do, no matter what he tries to sell you.